All right, hello everyone. So this is a reading with the title What You Should Focus On and Improve. I got this idea, so let's see what comes up in the cards. And today there are 3 groups, and I went to the kitchen and I chose 3 different things. So we have group number 1, so that's cardamom pods. Then we have extra virgin olive oil, and oh gosh, it's oily. And then some vegetable stock cubes for group 3. So pick your group, and of course I will start with group 1. I already picked some oracle card, so I'll put them on the side. I don't know what the card is, so we will see when we read the group. Okay, so group 1. The cardamom pods. What you should focus on and improve. So let's start with the first card. I'll put this on the side so that it's not anywhere near here. So, okay. First card, we have Fir Club Moss in reverse. Let's see what the book says, and then I guess I will build up the rest of the reading around this. So, I'm not too familiar with this deck, but I never really use it, so I thought why not use it today. So that's all right. So interesting. So in reverse, this card is talking about letting go, ending, and premature conclusions. I will just focus on this, and I will read it more in depth, I guess, later. That's what I feel like. So for now, we just get letting go, and we have endings, premature conclusions. So let's focus on that, and let's see what the tarot says, and then we can add extra meaning with the rest of the booklet. Okay, so group 1. What should group 1 focus on and improve? Gosh, I'm not used to shuffling the cards on a thing like this on a cloth, but I got it as a birthday gift from my friend, so it's so pretty with all of the stars, so I thought I will use it for my readings. Okay, let's see, group 1. What to focus on and improve? Let's get maybe 3 cards. Okay, so 3 cards. Group 1, what to focus on and improve. So we get 1, 2, and it even fits with the cards. And third card, okay, I feel it somewhere here. So let's see what we get. So group 1, the 6 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles in reverse, and 4 of Cups. Let me put it in the middle of the frame. I don't know, I feel like I'm called to do it this way. Okay. So here the first idea that I get is that it is about how you spend your time, because here with the 4 of Cups, it's as if just sitting around, not really doing much and being bored. And looking at the 3 cups and being like, this is so boring. I already knew these 3 cups in and out, and there's nothing new. But you don't see that there is something here being offered by the universe. And then also with the 6 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, I think it's as if the flow of energy, what do you give to others? Is the give and take equal? Or are you dependent on what other people are giving you? Because this is the vibe I get with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Upright, it would be about being it would be about being independent and having everything you need. So it's as if you are relying on somebody. Somebody is giving you, whether it is time or some resources, and it's as if being so used to it, you don't realize there is another option. Well, thinking about it in the context of what to focus on and improve, it is about the flow of energy, thinking where do I give to others and how do I receive so that it is fair, because perhaps by receiving too much, I am not as independent as I could be. And then, okay, so it's as if you're waiting for somebody else to hand you this cup or whatever it is that they are giving you. So you, instead of acting, instead of doing things, it's as if you are just waiting for things to be handed to you. And I don't know if this is you or it is somebody else, because this message, I'm not calling you out, but this is what I see in the cards. So it's about balance. It's about improving what you give, what you receive. Because look, here this person is giving, these are receiving. And then here, well, not much is going on. But then here also this, well, hand, the universe is giving something to the person, but they don't receive. So whether it is you being dependent on giving things to others because it makes you feel better, or you receiving things from other people, which makes you dependent on them. I feel like this is an issue to look at. Let's get a card from another deck, so another tarot card. Let's pick these ones. So let's just clarify this issue here. So what to focus on, what to improve. Okay, group 1, what to focus on and improve. Okay, this card fell out. Okay, and it already flipped over. So let me just get it. Gosh, I don't want to use my foot. Yeah, handling your tarot cards with your feet, I don't think it's a good idea. But we got the Hermit in reverse. And it's, again, I feel like it's about focusing on your inner self, because at the moment, it's as if being focused on everything that's around you and this give and take, and you don't realize that perhaps you do already have everything that you need. Because here you can see with the Hermit, he carries this star, this lantern, and it's like you already have the light to guide you, but I feel like in reverse, you don't realize it. So perhaps you do rely too much on other people to give you advice, you rely on other people to give you some sort of even permission to do things. Because perhaps you don't believe you can go at it yourself. Maybe you don't believe that you have what it takes. You don't have the confidence. And one more? Okay, let's do one more from this deck, just to have all of the decks out. So group 1, anything else? Anything else for this message? Anything else in this message that we should know? What to focus on and improve? Okay, let's just pick one card, because then I always end up with like so many cards. Okay, so, okay, I already can feel it here. And it is the Knight of Swords in reverse. It's as if slowing down. You have to slow down and you have to think. Because upright, the Knight of Swords, it's very quick energy. It's just rushing and it's just like whoosh, straight to the point. But I feel like here this card is asking you, you have to slow down so that you can see any sort of patterns that you have established, or any sort of dynamics that you have entered that no longer serve you. Because it's as if you're so used to this that it just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling, and you know, it's like you're focused here on the 3 cups and then you don't see that there's something else coming. And maybe you are stuck in this mindset that, you know, I do rely on other people and I cannot do things by myself. But the Hermit is saying, you know, you have everything you need, you just have to go within. And I just noticed the skull right here on the card. Okay, well, I'm not gonna show it because then I have to zoom everything and it will just become very messy, but This skull, again, it makes me think of the death card, that something has to end. Or now I'm getting this idea of you have to strip something right to the bone, so you have to get rid of things layer by layer, and you have to examine them very carefully. So just going beyond what is on the surface. So, first you would have the skin and all the muscles and all that, and then at the end you reach the bones. So I keep getting this expression, bare bones. So whatever is the foundation, whatever is the structure that everything is built on. So I feel like here it's about slowing down and focusing on what is the structure of my situation or even myself. And do I keep building things on really shaky foundations? Or maybe I already have everything that I need. I have this whole skeleton, I have all the bones and all the structures, but I just keep focusing on others to kind of build on top of me, but I might as well build it myself. Okay, that sounds really weird, but it's like you don't have to rely on other people and whether they give something to you, because you feel like, oh, give it to me. I have nothing of my own and I cannot do it all by myself. But you can. You definitely can. It's just about taking time and some self-reflection, I believe. Let's see what the booklet says, and then I will see. I will see how that fits. So it was about letting go, and now I feel like it's about letting go of these old patterns. So in the booklet it says that if you have chosen this card reversed, it is possible either that you should consider aborting a project before you incur any further outlay of time, energy, or money, or that this process has already occurred. Just as a plant or animal produces far more seeds than will ever mature into a new being, so we as humans produce far more ideas that can ever be realized. It can be tough letting go of an idea or project, but it is a necessary part of life. We can still grieve for what is not to be, even as we accept the advisability or inevitability of the event. So here it's about having more ideas than actually time to go ahead. Does that connect? Maybe you do have certain ideas and then you rely on other people's help to complete them. Maybe you think, okay, I have to ask this person first, and I have to get that other person's permission, and then they have to kind of, show the green light, and then I can go ahead. But I guess you don't. And now the way I see this card, you can see it's kind of really round. Now it looks to me like green lights. You have green light everywhere. So it's like you are good to go. You don't have to wait for permission. You can just go ahead. And green also talks about the heart chakra. So I feel like in your heart, you already know the answer. You know that you are ready. You just have to open the heart space. Because if you keep it closed and you just rely on whatever's on the outside, then the give and take will never be equal. Let me look at this card. And now I just got the expression caught between a rock and a hard place. So it's like, you can't really move because you don't have much space. So perhaps you are thinking that, okay, well, if I don't consult this person, then, I'm going to run into trouble. But then if I go at it myself, I don't have enough knowledge to go at it. So either way, it's not going to work out. But here, considering that this moss, I'm just getting this energy of like growing upwards. So not really looking at these two options, but getting a different perspective on it. And because this was, again, God, why am I having these speaking issues every time I do these readings? I feel like here, because it's reversed, it's as if you have to go within yourself. And again, look, this moss, if it would grow, it would eventually reach the hermit. So I feel like going within and realizing you have what it takes. And let's see what archetype you should tap into in this situation. Or what archetype you should be mindful of. Well, let's see whatever archetype comes out. This deck is so difficult to shuffle, but let's hope I just get one card. Okay, one archetype for group 1. Oh, and now I'm just getting this image. I mean, the message, it was here, it said that there are too many seeds and not all of them take root. And then look at the cardamom pods. There's so many seeds here, so not all of them will actually become a new plant. I don't know, maybe that is something important for you. Maybe that's a message, but I thought I'll just share it. So, okay, group 1, an archetype. To focus on something, to perhaps pay attention to, whatever is the message. Okay, I'm getting something here. And we get the visionary. So we have capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. And for the shadow attributes, selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. So here, I feel like you have a vision, you just don't believe that you can do it. You think like, okay, other people have to say, yes, this is a good vision. Yes, this is a good idea. Yes, you go ahead with it. Yes, I allow you to do this. And being a visionary, you know, it's seeing things that other people don't. It's being ahead. So you have to have this confidence of going at it and thinking, you know, it's what comes to me and I believe in it and I have the confidence to go ahead. And I don't have to rely on other people giving me all of these, all of the advice. And of course, it is important to ask people for advice, but it's energetically, I get it, like you're focused on so many different things, but there's nothing within because the energy is spent on the outside. But then once you redirect the energy to the inside, I feel like that's when some sort of vision comes to you, some sort of project. And again, I feel like that connects to this idea of not all seeds taking root or becoming something important. And perhaps you do feel that whatever you come up with, it has to be successful or it has to work out or otherwise I'm not worth anything. You know, that it has to make sense. So perhaps you are not sure if things will work out. So you keep going over them in your mind. So like here you have 3 cups. So this person would have 3 different ideas and be like, okay, well, I want to go ahead with this. But then, well, I'm not really sure if this will work out. So how about number 2? I have not that much experience. So how about number 3? And then it's just like focusing on all this and not realizing there's something else. So I feel like this is the vision that the universe offers you, but you just have to be open-minded. And here, now that I look at this card, imagine like you are kind of glued to this person, always getting stuff from them. But then if you look around, maybe there's more around you. Maybe there is somewhere else, somebody else who can give you more or somebody who can help you. And I mean, the 6 of Pentacles, it is a positive card if it's upright. I feel like, you know, it is about giving and receiving. But here, because it is with the 9 of Pentacles, it's like I'm not good enough. Or that I don't have enough to do something by myself. So, yes, but I think there's some great vision that you have. Okay, let's just get 1 card for advice. Let's do the crystal cards. Okay. So what is the advice for group 1? What is the advice for group 1 here? Something to focus on and improve. And now I heard inner vision. You have to focus on your inner vision. That's what you have to improve. Ah, okay, now I see it as if it's a window. And it's like a window to your heart or your soul. And you think that there's no window because it's so dirty or you didn't take care of it. But you just have to take some time and effort to clean it, and then you will be able to see that your visions are valid and they are something great. And you don't need other people, because I feel like at the moment you're like a mirror. You do reflect what other people say and what other people do, their opinions, but it's not your essence, it's not your energy, it's somebody else's, and then you just reflect it. But you have to turn that mirror, you have to not turn the mirror, but kind of get rid of it and realize that there is a window to your soul and that you have the answers that you seek. Wow, that got so philosophical. Okay, advice for group 1. Let's see. Okay, advice. Okay, here. Lapis lazuli. What did it say? I think it's called Heavenly Wisdom in the deck. Yes. It says for the healing insight, it says attuning to your divine nature enhances your well-being, and it is about the divine reconnection. So this is a very, very lucky stone. It's a very positive energy. It's almost like a talisman. So I guess here it is about connecting with this essence that you have and believing that it comes from a higher source and not from other people necessarily. And again, I will say that it is okay to ask for help and it is okay to seek advice and guidance, but then I feel like sometimes it is about reflecting too much, being like a mirror rather than guiding yourself. Because now I'm just getting this image, like imagine when you have the hermit and he has his own lantern, but instead of following the light, it's as if he holds a mirror and he reflects somebody else's light. And then once the other person moves, they also move because they think that light is guiding them while they might be actually going on the wrong path. So it is about putting the mirror down, realizing I have my own light and I can follow it. And you do have to slow down to see it. Because if you're so used to the reflection, if you're so used to that image, then, you might not even realize something is off here. But yeah, I think that's kind of it for the group. So just focusing on your inner vision. I don't want to say improve the inner vision, but just to be aware of it, that you do have it and you can trust it because you are a visionary. Okay, so I think that was it for group 1. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time. Bye! Okay, hello group 2. So that is the extra virgin olive oil. And I should have probably wiped it before I grabbed it from the kitchen, but oh well. Okay, let's see. The card is Mother in reverse. I mean mother as in the plant, not like mother. But who knows, maybe this has some significance. So what I've done for the last group, I just read some few words from the book, then I've done some tarot, and then I came back to this meaning. So I don't want to be too swayed by what the book says, and I just want to see how tarot kind of comes together with the message. So for Mother in reverse, depletion, resistance, anger. So let's just keep that in mind. So the question is what to focus on and what to improve. So group 2, let's see. What to focus on and improve. And I took 3 cards from this deck and then 1 each from the 2 other decks. So let's see. Group 2, what to focus on and improve. Okay, well, I will take this and I can already kind of see with this card. Okay, well, it didn't flip, so I will keep shuffling. Okay, 2 more cards. So let's see, group 2, what to focus on, what to improve. Okay, somewhere here. One more. Here. So we have 5 of Pentacles in reverse, Star in reverse, 4 of Wands in reverse. So here I am getting this idea of focusing on this mindset. Perhaps you are coming out from thinking that I don't have enough, this poverty mindset. But it's as if you are walking out of it, but still with the Star in reverse, it's like I have not much hope for the future. Because Star would be something positive, it's the source, it's something starting, but because it's in reverse, it's blocked. It's blocked in some way, and I feel like it's because there are no solid foundations with the 4 of Wands in reverse. Let me think about this. Okay, let's get a card from another deck and then I will see how it all comes together. And I just heard you are the star. Like, you don't have to look for stars outside. You are the star. Okay, let's grab one card for group 2, what to focus on and improve. This is kind of similar to the previous group, but this has a slightly different feel. Okay, 9 of Swords in reverse, and then this deck. So it's overthinking, it's being in your mind. And now I'm getting this phrase in Polish that, oh gosh, I think it's in English as well, but it translates to from under the rain to under the gutter. So it's like you escaped one thing to find yourself in an even worse situation. So I feel like you might be feeling like this, that okay, I kind of escaped one situation with the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, but still, you know, you're not really there yet. The 9 of Swords in reverse. I feel like here it is about overthinking and being really anxious. Okay, one more. What to focus on and improve. Here. For group 2. And it is the Emperor, number 4. And again, look. Oh wait, I will just get this up. Emperor is number 4. It is about structures, having power. And then we also have the 4 of Wands in reverse, which 4, again, the same structure, safety. So here I feel like I'm getting this feeling of hope. You have to focus on having hope, because with the Star in reverse, it's like you don't have it. It's as if deciding to go on some adventure, but you've made the first step and now all there's darkness. That's how I see it. It's like, okay, I made some effort to leave this cold and lonely place, feeling left out in the cold, you know, there's nothing else, there's no door, nothing that can help me, and these people, they look like they are poor, this person is injured, and it's like, okay, I will do my best to kind of get out of the situation, but then there is this black mass in front of you, and it's like being so lost because there are no signposts or guideposts, is that how it's called? And it's just like black night, and there's nothing you can hold on to because there are no structures. I think that's what I feel like with the 4 of Wands in reverse and the Star. And then you get so caught up in this. It's like, wow, I should have stayed where I was in the past. And even if it was cold, even if I had issues, even if I was injured, I still could see. But now there's darkness. And I know there's no black in this card. Like, none of the cards actually have black. I mean, usually the 9 of Swords, not in this deck. But that's how I feel. It's like, you can see again the skull. It was the same in the last pile, but here it's like hearing voices. It's like, you shouldn't have done this, you know, should have stayed where you were, because now you're out and there's nothing you can hold on to. There's no hope, but there is, because you are the source. You have the power to begin something. And even though now it is uncomfortable, it is very difficult, I feel like you can find the light. Because here with this card, what it shows, I don't know if it's a sunrise or what it is, but the light is increasing after, well, the night, after it's dark. And we have the plants, we have nature, and we have some sort of moth or a butterfly. So transforming. Okay, now I'm getting this image of actually the caterpillar changing into a butterfly. But before that, it kind of has to be in the cocoon, whatever it's called, or chrysalis. I don't know if that's how it is. And then if you think about it, it's like being in a very tight, dark place, and you don't really know what's next. But as the time goes, I feel like you do have the power to transform. Let's see what the booklet says more in depth. And it was reversed, so I'll keep it this way. It says something about anger. I don't really feel do I feel anger? Maybe being angry at yourself that you have made such a decision and that it was not a good decision, but I feel like if you made the decision, then it's supposed to be like this. So it says that this blood red color of mother can symbolize life, but it can also reflect our vulnerability and the destructive power of anger. So it is important to be able to express anger at times. You also have to understand the power to wound. So here you might be struggling with your own or another person's anger. It says that it is possible that you have spent your life believing the demands and needs of others to be more important than your own, and deep down you are harboring feelings of resentment and anger towards those closest to you. Now is the time to change this pattern and attend to your own needs. Also, it says that alternatively, this can be about taking care of your life force. And that your vitality needs strengthening. I get this idea of being angry at yourself because perhaps you have been following other people's rules all the time and you were like, you know what, I keep following other people's rules and all I get is the Five of Pentacles. I'm poor and I'm broken and I'm out in the cold. I'm done with this. So it's like, no, I decide to get out of this energy. And then what? You walk into the darkness. And then it's like being angry at yourself. Why did I even do this? I should have stayed where I was before. And okay, maybe it wasn't comfortable, but still this is better than not knowing. And so, yeah, what was I saying? Being angry at yourself, but also being angry at others, because it's like either or, you know, you can't get what you want. But with the Emperor here, I feel like you do have enough confidence. You do have enough power to build the structures that you need. And even in terms of color, the Emperor, there's a lot of red in the card. And again, mother, I think the root is used to dye fabric. It's red. So red also corresponds to the root chakra. So it is about being grounded. It is the first chakra and, you know, it connects you to the earth. So, okay. Yeah, now I see with this Five of Pentacles, you can see the characters are there. Yeah, looks like they are bare. They have bare feet and they are walking on snow. So I feel like it might feel like, you know, you are walking on something super cold. Your feet are cold and wet and it's like, why did I even decide to go on this adventure? Why did I even decide to move? And it's not exactly how things are. This is just a part or a phase of a specific cycle. And that if you keep walking, eventually you will reach this. So going from the Five of Pentacles, the cold, the snow to this, the grass, and I feel it as very soft, very warm, very I hear comfortable, but it's like because both of these cards are in reverse, it's like, okay, I decided to leave this, but I'm not here yet, and then I have no hope. But there is hope. There are structures, there is possibility for a better future if you keep going. So with this pile, I feel like focusing on hope, focusing on that the journey takes you somewhere, that it is not that you are lost or in the middle of nowhere. You are going to somewhere beautiful. And even though right now you have no signpost, because that's what the Four of Wands kind of reminds me of. It's like having somewhere, I don't know, with a flag or showing you, I don't know how many kilometers until the next destination. It's like you have to figure it out yourself. And even though it feels like being in the middle of the night with no help, it's like you are capable of this. You establish your own structures in your life. Anything else? Okay, let's get a crystal card for some advice. And then maybe I will get some more information. Okay, group 2, any advice? Now I keep getting like a red light, like a red traffic light, like stopping. And this is interesting because the previous group I saw it as a green light, like they are ready to go. But I've heard ready, set, go. And then if you think about the word ready, the first 3 letters is like red. I don't know if this has any significance, but I don't even know. That's just what's coming to me when I'm shuffling the cards. Okay, advice for group 2. Let's see. Group 2, okay, I feel it somewhere here. Manolite. Let's check the booklet. So, Manolite, that's number 40. And it talks about the wise feminine. It says, maturation is a process of growing wiser. The soul and the heart do not age. It also says, for the soul path, expressing the divine feminine. Oh gosh, I am laughing so much because remember how at the beginning I said mother, and it's like mother as a plant, not mother as, mother as somebody having a child, right? And here it says, Manolite has a profound connection with earth, the wise feminine and priestess power. It marks rites of passage through womanhood to wisdom. And here for divination it says, mark rites of passage joyfully, experience a period of gestation, well, something kind of staying as it is. So here I do feel like it is about balancing the masculine and the feminine, because the Emperor would be the masculine, somebody who acts, so you already made the first step to walk out of the situation. But then we have the feminine, and look, there is a figure here. Let me see, and it's very feminine shape. You can see that this would be a depiction of a woman. So, so I feel like here it is about balancing these two energies, recognizing that there is time to act, there is time for things to slowly unfold or to accumulate or to kind of stay in place. And now it makes me think of the womb. And again, it's like with the moth or the butterfly and the cocoon, whatever it is. It is dark in there, and things take time to grow. And then it would be very silly to kind of give up on them and then force them out if they are not ready yet. So things still have to accumulate. And even though now it feels like there's nothing there, in time, something will appear. And here, with the star, oh gosh, I was getting some sort of image. How do I describe this? It's like eventually water will appear. So it might feel like you are in a very dry landscape. And I know I said stuff about the snow, but that was more about like feeling cold and left out. But it's just because of the emperor. It's like you might feel like there's nothing around you and it's just dark and there's no hope. But eventually it's like small drops of water kind of seeping through the surface and then eventually reaching you. And then these drops become the source. So perhaps now the drop is just filtering through whatever surface, and you might feel like there is nothing here. It's just black, it's dark, I have no hope. But eventually it will appear. Actually, now I'm curious, what is blocking the hope? What is blocking the star? Just to clarify, what's the blockage here? Okay, here, what is the blockage? The world. Okay, so I feel like you have to finish a cycle. You have to realize I can no longer go back to the past because I left this place and there's no use of coming back to it. Because it's like being 1 foot here and 1 foot there, and then it's like you try to close the door but your foot is still in the way and you get hit and it hurts. So it's about making a decision that, okay, I'm out of here for good. And then once the door closes, the chapter closes, and then finally you can get the hope. You can get a new beginning. You can be the source. Yeah, it's like, you can see here it's an oval shape for the world. It's like you went all the way here and it's like, nah, I don't really want to finish drawing the circle. I will just start drawing another one. And it doesn't really make sense. Like, you have to finish this one to actually start something new. So here, I guess focusing on ending the cycle. And then once you end the cycle, that's how you can have hope for the future and realize I am not in this dark place. There's actually hope here and I can reach my destination, whatever it is. And it is about action and then waiting. Taking action, waiting for things to actually line up or unfold. And there's no point going back to the past because I feel like it's not good. There's not enough for you. You deserve more. You don't have to go back to the past. You don't have to keep listening to what other people tell you or they mock you, they laugh at you. And again, this anger that this card talked about. But it's like the in-between stage. You know, you have to make a choice and fully commit to it, even though it's scary, even if it's dark. Something great is coming here. And I feel like you do have the power to do it. Anything else? Let me think. And now I just got this image, like just being at the start, like being a seed, and you don't see how you will grow into this flower with all of these different parts, but it's like it's already programmed in the seed. You don't have to worry. It naturally grows and naturally expands. So first it's like you have to push through the ground, and even though it's dark, it's like eventually you will sprout and you will see the light and something new will start. So I think it is about just having hope, having patience, and believing that there is something on the other side, that it is not just darkness and it's not just this anxiety and fear. Okay, yeah, I think that's it for group 2. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye! Okay, and this is group 3. So if you chose the vegetable stock cubes, this is your reading. So we will look at what to focus on and what to improve, and probably, I don't know what it will be with this group, but the last 2 groups were kind of, I would say, more spiritual. It's not like focusing on like you have to start learning this. So yeah, we'll see what will be with this group. So first an oracle card, and then I took some tarot cards, and then let's just see where it goes. So for this group, it's the, oh gosh, how do I pronounce that? Woad, W-O-A-D in reverse. So quickly, I will just look at the main message, and then I will get some tarot cards, because I don't want to focus too much on the meaning of one card, because then I feel like I will try to kind of make it fit, so not too much, but just a little bit of information. So let's see what the booklet says, just like the main words. So in reverse, it's about limitation, obstacles, and wounding. And this is interesting because all of the 3 groups had this, not this specific card, but they had their oracle card in reverse. So it is like there is some blockage. So you do have to focus on something and improve it. So I'll put it on the side. So first I will take 3 tarot cards from this deck. So let's see, group 3, what to focus on and improve. Oh, I've been speaking so fast, I forgot to breathe. So now I'm just like, oh. So maybe that's already some sort of energy for you. Maybe you're so quick at things that, you know, you just have to slow down. Okay, group 3, what to focus on, what to improve. I don't know why I'm seeing rainbow now. Like when I'm closing my eyes, maybe this has some sort of significance for you. So let's see what to focus on, what to improve. And I heard nothing is set in stone yet, so maybe that's important in the reading. Let's take 3 cards. Okay, so group 3, what to focus on, what to improve. Okay, here. Actually, I want this one, and last one. Here. Okay, I will just put them up. So it's the 8 of Wands in reverse, 3 of Pentacles in reverse, and the 4 of Cups in reverse. And this is so interesting, what I was saying about slowing down, because 8 of Wands, usually it's very fast movement, it's moving forward. But in reverse, it's as if losing momentum and slowing down. So yeah, that's why I was speaking so fast. Then the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like it's refusing to do some sort of group work, refusing to work with others. And then the 4 of Cups actually showed up in the first group. It was upright, but here it's in reverse. Now I'm getting this idea, by slowing down, and now that's kind of like a paradox, but by slowing down, you will be able to kind of move yourself out of some sort of apathy, of some sort of waiting. But now the 3 of Pentacles. Let me think. Well, actually, let's get another card, how this kind of comes together, and then I can actually talk. Because sometimes I get the message straight away, and sometimes, you know, I need more information. Okay, let's get one card from this deck. So what to focus on, what to improve. Just one card. Ow, I actually hit myself. Okay, one card, what to focus on, what to improve, some more information. Here. Let's grab this one. The Wheel of Fortune. So actually, let's put it nicely in the frame. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune. So things are already happening, and I feel like the wheel is turning, even though you feel like it might be going backwards. Actually, things are happening, things are moving forward. Okay, and I just had a quick look. I usually don't look at the bottom for this one, but it's the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And again, this is so interesting because first group also had the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and it was a different deck, but still, well, I guess I will leave it here. If I saw it, then I will. And let's just get one more from this deck. And now I just heard like, believe in your fate, believe in your destiny. So believe that things are going the right way. Believe that you have no control. That's just what came to my mind. Maybe you are trying too hard. You're trying to push everything forward and you think, you know, everything depends on me. And if I don't do it, nobody else will do it. And I have to be fast. I have to be quick. I have to constantly, you know, be in charge of everything. But it's like, no, there's much more happening around you. And, you know, some things are out of your control. Here, group 3. The Five of Pentacles. What is up with these cards? The Five of Pentacles in reverse was already in the previous group, so it's similar energies. I feel like collectively we are working through some things. Okay, what do I get here? Okay, it's as if you feel like I have to keep moving to stay on the surface, because if I stop moving, then things will go bad. So I feel like because we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse as well. And then, to be honest, that Wheel of Fortune kind of looks like a pentacle as well. So this could have a very like, material aspect to it. It's like if I don't it's like constantly thinking about money, and like you have to keep working, you have to keep finding some projects to do, you have to find ways to make money, because if you don't, you will not make it, you will not be self-sufficient, because that's the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. But it's like getting out of poverty mindset. So it's, and again we have Pentacles here, cooperation with people. But let's focus on this. It's like trying so hard to keep moving, trying to keep these wands in the air, but it's in reverse. They are falling down. There's nothing you can do. And they will fall down to the ground. They will slow down. So there's nothing you can do about it. And I get this idea of like, you know, I've worked so hard to get out of perhaps financial difficulties. I've worked so hard to move forward and you kind of build some sort of, I hear legacy, to build some sort of structure, but I still don't have enough. I'm still not enough. But I have to keep moving. And it's okay, I'm getting an image of a duck. So, you know, on the surface it might seem like, you know, it's swimming so smooth, and then underwater it's like with, you know, how do you call it? It's not the feet. whatever the duck has. It's like frantically just swimming underneath the water, in the water. So it's like, that's the idea I get, that, you know, I have to keep moving, because if not, I will sink, and, you know, I have to keep working. But I feel like it's all good. The universe has a plan, so there's nothing to worry about. Well, let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune, because that's the only major arcana, so let's see what it has to say. And now I've just been getting this idea of, like, trying to collect every single little thing, like, you know, with the grapes, like every little grape or like every little pentacle, and then the universe comes in and it's like, look what I have for you, and it comes up with this massive, well, Wheel of Fortune. So let's see, let's clarify. The Wheel of Fortune, what is this thing? Okay, and that is the Knight of Wands. So there is some sort of action that will take place, something that will happen, an event, perhaps getting a message. Okay, now I see it as, it's like on the Olympics, it's a sport like when you run, and you have to pass on. It's like relay running, something like, you know, there are 4 people and every person has to run a specific part, and then they pass on the baton or whatever it's called, and it's as if you keep running with it's almost like a wand, and you keep running with yours, like, you know, I have to move faster and I have to pass it on to the other person, and, you know, I have so much responsibility here, and if I don't do it, then the team will lose, and, you know, I have to make it first, and I just have to make it. And then you don't realize, actually, there is somebody behind you that will pass on something to you. So it's like all this time you thought you have to pass on something to somebody else, but you don't see that there are people behind you that, or people, events, whatever the universe has, that they will pass on to you. And like they caught up with you. And then once you get a specific piece of information, everything will change. Because then you get new information, you get new data, and then you can act on it. No, that was such a strange image. And yeah, that's like group work, because the 3 of Pentacles is in reverse. It's like, no, I'm running here by myself. If I don't do it, you know, the whole team will lose. And you don't realize there's actually people behind you, or people working with you. You just don't realize you're not alone. Yeah, that's what I just heard. Like, realize that you are not alone. So perhaps focusing on and improving how you work within a group, and that by working with a group, it's not that something will be taken away from you, that only you have to contribute, because maybe you had some bad experiences with group work or teamwork or whatever it is, that you always have to give, and other people just don't care. And it's like, I have to build this cathedral all by myself because other people just don't care, and everything is on my mind, like I have to do it. But the universe says, no, there's other people in this run. There's other people who can help you. There are other people who can give you vital pieces of information. And, you know, you are not alone. Yeah, that's an interesting message. Let's see what the booklet says about that woad. Whatever it is. Okay, it says that, actually that's interesting. Astrologers would assign Saturn to this plant. So it's about structure, and it says the structure around you is hindering rather than helping you. Perhaps you are feeling wounded or hampered by obstacles, longing for freedom from the limitations around you. If this is the case, it might be of help to turn this card around and gaze at the image upright, particularly at the sky. Rather than thinking about what you want freedom from, think about what you want freedom for. Finish the sentence. I want the freedom to... If you are able to find goals that make your heart sing, The very things that seem to be standing in your way can become stepping stones that lead to a flowering of your creativity. In the same way, if you feel wounded, although it is important not to deny that awareness, it may be helpful now to shift your focus from the wound to what you can give to the world. And it was so fun when I was, well, maybe not for you if you have to live with this energy, but that part about like feeling wounded or hampered by the obstacle. So now I saw it, like not only running with that thing, you also have to jump over the obstacles. And it's like, I have so many responsibilities, this is so tough, and I keep losing energy, and all of these wands eventually will hit the ground, and that's the end of the competition. And it's like having to finish something by the time the wands will hit the ground. So I don't know if you have some sort of deadline or a time that you have to finish a project by, or something has to happen and you feel like you are running out of time and you're trying faster, but you don't realize there are people around you who can help you. And here, actually, now that I think about it, the Nine of Pentacles, it's about realizing I don't have to go at it by myself. I can actually rely on other people, because upright, it's about being self-sufficient and be like, I have everything I need. But in reverse, perhaps it's about recognizing, well, if I do cooperate with others, then we can reach much more. We can go a further distance rather than me all by myself. So that's interesting. It's interesting also that it's Saturn, because Saturn is about patience. It is about hard work and putting in the effort. What else do I get here? So look, we have 3, 4, 5, and then we have 8, 9, 10. So it's like progression. And I feel like these cards connect, because once the universe gives you some sort of piece of information, or it passes on that wand, that button, whatever it is, things will start happening. You will be shaken from this apathy or feeling like things are not happening. But see, it's this contradicting energy, because on one side there's like, oh, quickly, I have to do everything. But it's as if in this rush, in this race, you feel like you are stuck and you are going in circle. It's like a hamster on this wheel. And it's like, you run so quick and then you don't really get anywhere. So I feel like focusing on this and realizing I can slow down. And then once I slow down, then new opportunities will open to me. Because I feel like if you run very quick, if you are, in a hurry, sometimes you don't think straight. Or only you would just look what's under your feet so that you don't kind of trip over something. But then once you slow down, there's less danger, so you look around you and you realize, oh, well, there's other people here and I can actually rely on them, I can trust them, so why was I so in a rush before? So that's an interesting energy. Let's see with the crystal cards the advice. What's the advice for group 3? Oh, no way, it is the same thing that was there for the last group. So let me read from the booklet, but I already get the message. So number 40 is the wise feminine Menelite. So it says, Menelite has a profound connection with Earth, the wise feminine and priestess power. It marks rites of passage through womanhood to wisdom. And it says, maturation is a process of growing wiser. The soul and the heart do not age. The soul path is expressing the divine feminine. What else does it say? Experience a period of gestation, I don't know, I had the same issue in the last pile. And then it says, to move would not be beneficial now. Withdraw into your inner world to accept necessary change, make yourself Make your soul whole and find power allies. You know when it is time for rebirth. So again, finding that feminine energy, that you don't have to be active all the time. It's not about just you being number one, because I see it as a very like Aries energy, just being like phew, competition, straight to the point, and I have to win, and there's some time constriction, I have to make it, because if not, I failed. But the feminine energy, it's more receptive. Instead of being like a straight line, to me it's like a circle. So things come in a cycle. So it's not that it is just one thing, you have to take into consideration the whole cycle, the whole context. And sometimes it's better to wait for things to happen, because the feminine energy or the yin energy, it's passive, it's waiting for things to happen. Because sometimes it's, if you keep acting, if you keep working, sometimes you actually do more damage, sometimes you have to wait. And I feel like that is the message here. And again, that woad, whatever it is, Saturn, patience, waiting, putting the effort in little by little. But I feel like the universe already has some sort of message, somebody who will pass on something. Actually, now I'm tempted to get one more card. Okay, let's do that. Okay, let's get one more for the Wheel of Fortune. Whatever we need to know. And this is interesting because the other group had a similar message of like waiting for things to clarify. And I think right now, I mean, it depends when you watch this, but when I'm recording this, all of the planets are direct and the energy is so quick. I can see it with my days just passing by so quick. And I feel like sometimes it's better to just slow down a bit. So perhaps it's something in the collective. Okay. Let's see, one card, just something extra for the Wheel of Fortune. Here, one more card, Six of Cups. I'm hearing like going back to the times when things were simple. Being connected to nature, being connected to the natural cycles. And I get this because of the flowers here. And it's like with the Wheel of Fortune, the universe will remind you about the past or good things that happened in the past, something sentimental, because that is the, Six of Cups message, being sentimental, the past, the childhood, whatever it is. Maybe somebody from the past coming and I mean, well, the Knight of not the Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, it's a very energetic energy. But to me, it is a message, something that will perhaps evoke some memories from the past. And then perhaps you will think, why am I in such a hurry, Maybe it is time to stop and smell the flowers, to notice what's around me. I don't have to be in this race. And I can actually work with others. Cooperation, that's what I'm getting. Anything else? Let's just get one archetype. I'm already getting one from this deck. I don't know if this will show up, but I'm getting Child of Nature or a magical child. I think there's two cards like this. Honestly, if they show up, I will laugh. And honestly, it happened to me before. I was like, haha, well, this card would probably show up. And then it did. So, you never know. Just one archetype for this deck. I didn't do it for the previous deck, so I forgot. But an archetype for this group 3. Okay, I'm getting pulled to this area. No, mediator. And here I feel like being a mediator for yourself, finding time or finding the energy to kind of mediate between the fast-moving energy and waiting, working by yourself and working with others. Because here it says gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life, respect for both sides of an argument. And then shadow attribute, negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. But okay, too much, too quick, because now I just realized it's a person, and look, there's other people, and they are holding hands. So it's like relying on other people, in a way being a bridge between two people, and realizing together you can go further than going all by yourself. So here I feel like with this group, it is about finding the middle ground, learning to cooperate with people, realizing sometimes perhaps it is better to give away some of your independence so that you can reach something more, and you don't lose out by working with other people. It's not like you lose something, you can gain a lot. And then also it is worth to slow down for things to develop, because the universe has a plan, and you might not know about it, but universe has a plan. So yeah, I think that is the message for this group. It was actually quite interesting. So yeah, I think that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!